Do you ever feel like manifestation is just another thing on your to-do list that you don't have time for? Like your spiritual practice is something that you have to do? Honestly, you're not alone because I felt that way too. Something that's really changed my relationship with manifestation is blending it into my lifestyle so that no matter what I'm doing, I'm also manifesting. I call this manifestation as a lifestyle, and it's single handedly made the entire manifestation journey more enjoyable for me. And I've seen my desires show up with a lot more ease. Manifesting as a lifestyle has made manifestation go from feeling like a task to something I just naturally do because it's who I am. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've created a step by step guide for you. I'll link it in my show notes so you can check it out.
Hi everyone, my name is Pyle Agrawal and I want to welcome you to the Affirmation Addict podcast. Affirmations have changed my life and now it is my mission to help you use them to change yours by using affirmations every day to manifest things your way. My goal is to make affirmations attainable and accessible to every single person, including you, because you have the ability to take control and create your reality. So come with me on my journey and let's see what we can manifest together. Hello, everybody. I hope you are doing so good right now. I know it's been a little while since I have recorded a podcast for you guys. I was on a cruise and then I was home for a week. And so basically, I was very busy because we were basically doing a pre-deployment leave before Tom heads out. So we were hanging out with both of our families, spent some time together, went to a wedding. So there was just a lot going on. And I don't like creating podcasts if I'm in the middle of a rut or if something is going on because I want to give you guys my full love and attention. So I apologize that it has been a little while since I've gotten on here. But I'm actually really excited. I wasn't planning on making this a podcast yet, but I went live on today's Instagram and my affirmation for the day today was I am in the flow of money. And it really inspired me to talk about it in a much more in-depth way because I don't think a lot of people are comfortable with money and spirituality coinciding. And that is why I really wanted it to be a longer podcast. And I think what I'm going to do today is I want to talk to you about just my idea of having a money mindset and what it means to attract abundance and things like that. But then also something I want to try is giving you guys 5 to 10 affirmations. So if you guys have a notebook, a piece of paper, or if you guys are driving, don't do this right now, but maybe later come back to the podcast and write these down on your phone, anything, because I do know it's helpful for you guys if you guys write these affirmations down so you guys can come back to it, and whenever you want to affirm or you're thinking about money, you can refer back to these affirmations. So at the end of the episode, I'll give you guys about 5 to 10 affirmations for money. But to start off, just a quick little update about the cruise. It was a beautiful cruise, and I know some of you guys have seen my post about what I manifested during the cruise. And it was something so simple, but something that was so important to me, and that was actually having this set of swings at the beach. And for me, what I had on my vision board, I posted it on my story, was basically just, it was like a bar at the beach that had swings as chairs instead of bar stools. But when we were in Honduras, the first beach that we went to, there was a swing set in the ocean, like the same exact wooden swing set which was used with ropes, and I literally teared up and like ran over there, and I was in heaven because I put that on my vision board 4 days before that, and it manifested even better. Like I didn't even know it was possible to have that in the ocean, and I was sitting on there for hours just soaking up like the happiness. And it's something so small and something that probably affects nobody else but me, but it's just something I've always wanted to experience. And just swinging in the ocean, like to me that's so cool and just so peaceful that it made me so happy. And I think the key to that manifestation was just I was feeling good and I was worry free. And I talked about that a little bit in one of my live videos. And if you want to learn more about manifesting using a vision board, I have a podcast, a couple episodes before this, that's called How I Manifested My Dreams Using a Vision Board, because vision boards have been a key tool in my manifestation process. But that was a little tangent that I just wanted to tell you guys. That was a really big highlight of the cruise in terms of my journey. Obviously, I had a beautiful time spending time with Tom, spending time with people I cared about. Like, I was just in heaven. It was so beautiful, so nice to be away. But I really also realized how much I missed working. And that is something I'm talking about on a separate podcast episode. Sorry for all the back and forth. But something about work-life balance. I had some big realizations about that. But back to money. I really wanted to talk about the idea that money and spirituality cannot coexist. To me, I grew up with that impression that money is hard earned. You can only work super hard to make a lot of money, and money is your means of surviving. You can't really necessarily spend money on pleasure unless it's completely calculated out and you know you have enough money. Like, you have to budget it properly, and that money is something that is like this prized possession. Like, we almost worship money, I feel like, in our society. But I don't think that's true anymore. Like, I have learned throughout my studies, throughout just my experiences, that money is truly just an energy, like everything else. I talked to you guys about the fact that everything is an energy. I'm an energy, you're an energy. And realizing that, the fact that money is also an energy, and being comfortable with that. Like, me and money, you and money are the same. Like, we are made up of energetic particles, and we're equal. So if you vibrate on the same frequency as money, then you can let it come into your life. If you have a natural resistance towards money or a fear towards money, then yes, it will not come into your life. But if you align with the fact that money is okay and money is a good thing, then let it flow into your life. And in terms of money manifestation, I've seen a ton of amazing like coaches, bloggers, and just books about money manifestation. But a big thing that I've seen commonly is that a lot of them preach, and not in a bad way, but that's just what they've been used to. A lot of them talk about manifesting really expensive materialistic items, such as a really cool car, or that Louis Vuitton purse, or those fancy shoes, or a private jet. And that stuff is awesome. Like, if that is what you want to manifest in your life, all power to you, and that's okay. But for someone like me, I feel like there's a lot of people like me who our goal is not to manifest those. Like, my goal is not to manifest a super luxurious life where I have all these fancy, nice, expensive things. That would be okay with me, but as of now, that's not what my energy is aligned with. My energy right now is super aligned with just having to be financially free. And when I go to the grocery store, I'm not trying to buy the cheapest but healthiest item. I can buy whatever item that I want, even if it's $4 extra. It's an organic item, so I want that. That's, for me, the type of freedom that I'm looking for right now. And that's just this phase of my life that I'm in. Maybe 5 years down the line, I'm going to be at the point where I want, I don't know, to manifest my own private jet. Who knows? And that's okay if you're at that point. But what I'm trying to say is, like, money manifestation doesn't have to be for those huge, grandiose things. It can just be for, like, living a better version of your daily life. Like, getting a more expensive gym membership where you get personal one-on-one training, or taking your parents and taking them on an all-inclusive vacation and paying for their entire vacation. And personally, that is one of my goals, is to take my parents and my family, and even Tom's goal is to take his parents and his family. So we want to take our families on vacation and take them on little release trips, because they've provided so much for us. So my goal is to give back to the people that have made the biggest difference in my life. And that's just one aspect of it. Of course, I want to have a successful business and make sure that I can spread my mission and my power to as many people as I want. But it doesn't have to be, once again, it doesn't have to be, I really want this super nice Ferrari. Like, I could care less about cars. On the other hand, Tom, he loves cars, so maybe he'll want an expensive car, and that's okay. But don't feel like your money manifestation goals have to be these lavish things. It can just be up leveling your daily life. It can be going on that dream trip, even if it's not that expensive, but getting money specifically and intentionally for that beautiful trip of yours. So do not think or compare your money manifestation journey. I think that's something a lot of us do because society really idolizes rich people naturally. Like they're more famous, they are more public, but you don't have to be rich. You don't have to live that lifestyle. You don't have to drive a nice car and be famous and all of that stuff. You don't have to have that just because you have a lot of money. You can have a lot of money and donate it to charity, sponsor a child in need, fund somebody, give stuff to the homeless people. You can do so much with money that doesn't revolve around greed and showing off with materialistic things. And it's not a bad thing if that's what you want to do, but don't feel that that's the only thing that money is able to do. Like I said before, in today's day and age, money is a necessity. Like we survive off of money, and that's just how it is. Yes, back in the day, like hundreds of years ago, we didn't need money because you could just live off of stuff in the forest. That's not how our society works anymore. Now everything requires money. And it's okay to want more of that money to live a better daily life and get to what your personal goals are. And so I think it's so important that all of us realize that money and spirituality can coexist. And my logic behind that is if I have more money, I have that financial freedom to live that stress-free life. So I'm not stressing about money because I know money is a huge stress in most people's life. That's one of the biggest things. So if I can live that stress-free life, then my mental happiness is better. Then by default, by law of attraction, everything else in my life is good. I'm not saying money is the cause or the reason that everything has to be good, but just understanding that if you more money in your life means that you'll be less stressed. That's a beautiful thing all in itself. There's so much more to it. You can use your money to donate. You can use your money to buy your best friend a Starbucks and make them feel better if they're having a rough day. Like you can make people feel better by using money as a tool to act on. Money is just an energy that your actions are backed by. So you can either buy a bunch of money and maybe buy drugs, or you can have a bunch of money and you can buy books and donate them to a school. Like two extremely similar transactions, but with completely different intentions. So it's basically what you really want to do with your money. And I think that's the biggest thing is we always associate easy money with bad things. But I want you guys to realize money can come easily to you if you let it. I know like all the bad things in life, like that people talk about, money comes really easily, but there's also so many good things. It's just not talked about. I know people who have these huge nonprofit organizations or who have these huge organizations that have the best cause behind them for social impact, and they are making good money too. Like money can be backed by good things, and I think so many people have said, I don't want to be greedy just because I want money, and it's like, you're not being greedy. You are using your money with good intentions. And the best way and the most effective way of getting money is with good intentions. If you have bad intentions behind your money, by karma, by law of attraction, your intention will come back to you and bite you in the butt. I'm sorry, that's just how it's going to be. But if you have truly good intentions for your own well-being, for success, for helping other people, that money will come to you tenfold. And it's just such a beautiful process, and it's something I know, I completely understand that it's harder to tap into, and yes, it sometimes sounds way too good to be true, but get over that. Like, it's not too good to be true. Life can be good, and life can be fun, and you can have things come to you, and things can go your way. Like, it's okay for life to be good to you. Like, why is it so common in society where life is tough, you have to work hard for money? Like, you do need to work hard, but it doesn't have to be in a negative connotation. Like in the beginning, I talked about the fact that money to me was something that you had to work really, really hard for. And not in a good way, not like enjoying working hard. To me, I thought the only way you could really make a lot of money was working that management consulting or investment banking job, working those 80-hour weeks. And that's the only way I thought I could make a lot of money easily, was working that super, I guess, high profile job that works me to my bones, and I wasn't going to be happy. Like, that's truly what I thought money was all about. But then I started learning and I was not happy in my job at all. And that's where my journey started in terms of money manifestation. Was I was like, there has to be a better way. There has to be more. And that's where I started learning about money affirmations and manifesting money and tapping into the fact that money is just another energy. It's another form. We can so easily, as people, attract bad things into our life, but why can't we attract money into our life? There's no reason. It's just that societal and ingrained idea that we have in our mind that money can't come easy. It can. Money doesn't grow on trees. That's such a common phrase. And if you want money to grow on trees, it will. If you want money to just flow to you like a wave, it will. You just have to allow it. Like, there's something I did. Basically, I challenged myself for 1 week. This was a while ago. I challenged myself. I was like, I'm going to wake up every single morning and tell myself I love money and money comes to me easily. And I kid you not, that week in the mail, I got a tax return that was 3 times the amount that I was told I was going to get, and it was correct. And I got like a $40 check from like an internship I worked at like 6 years ago. And my mom, her friend, even handed me a check for $100 for something I did. Like, there's so many things that just flow to you the second you set the intention, like, hey, my goal, and I'm setting an intention that within this amount of time, I am going to get this. That's the whole idea behind affirmations in any sense. Like, whether you're trying to manifest an experience, whether you're trying to manifest money, whether you're trying to manifest a soulmate, if you truly believe, like if you, with no doubt that you will get that, it'll come to you. The universe senses your doubt. It's like how people say bees or animals can sense your fear. The universe knows us. The universe is inside of us, and the universe knows when we are completely aligned and fearless, or the universe knows when we have doubts, when we are expecting the worst. Even if we're saying, yes, this is good, but you're still internally, you feel that negativity, that's what's going to come. Your words can only speak so much until you truly feel that inside. And that's why with money, keep saying affirmations to let yourself feel comfortable with getting money. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys some affirmations. So if you guys have a moment, take out a pen, take out a piece of paper, take out your journal or your phone. And if you're busy right now, you're driving, come back to this part of the podcast and I'm going to give you some money affirmations. So I will be right back. I'm just going to grab my journal so I can get you guys the affirmations that worked the best for me over my, I would say 9 months of money manifestation that I've been practicing. These are my top 10 affirmations that I want to give you guys. And so give me 1 second and I will be right back. Okay, I have gotten my journal, and so I'm going to read you guys 10 affirmations, and I'm going to read them slowly so you guys can write them down, but also just so you guys can hear how they sound. And when you guys repeat these affirmations yourself, say it with enthusiasm. Say it like you actually are excited, and say it like you mean it. Like, it's okay to be excited about getting money. Like, money is awesome. It's not only used for bad, and I need you guys to understand that money can be used for good. Money is good, and money is just a happy, positive energy that allows me to do things that I really want to do. So get that in your head. And I really, really, really want you guys and encourage you guys to write these down or repeat them right after I say them. If you're driving or if you're listening to this podcast, mentally repeat this so it starts getting into your head, and do it as long and as often as you need until you start really feeling comfortable with manifesting your money. I promise you guys, the more and more you say it, the more changes that you're going to notice, and the more amazing, unexpected opportunities you'll see come your way. You just have to be ready for it. Okay, so now time for the money affirmations. So I'm going to give you 10 of them. I'll say them once, and then what I'll do is I will post them in the show notes. So if it's easier for you to see them, you can see them as well. But make sure that you repeat it at least after me, at least. I encourage you guys to write it down once again, but at least say this right after I say it as well. So the first one is, I am in the flow of money. I am a money magnet. I love giving money and I love receiving money. Money flows to me in unexpected ways. I love money and money loves me. Money comes to me easily and frequently. I have an abundance of money at all times. I am financially free. Money is my friend. I am aligned with the energy of money. So those are the 10, and I want to give you guys a bonus one, but you guys have to customize it for what you're working towards. And so that is being declarative with a certain and exact amount of money that you want. So one thing I say if I have an amount of money that I'm looking for is I'm thankful for the $10,000 that is coming my way. And what another thing I do to kind of amplify this is I write myself a check. And so what I'm going to do is I will post a link in the podcast notes. And if that link doesn't work, it'll be on my Instagram and on my website to download an abundance check. And it's a manifestation check. And basically what you do is you write down any amount, you write down a date, and be realistic. Like, don't just write $1 million next month, because are you at a point where you're even making $500,000 right now? So be a little realistic with it, with something that you can work towards, but it can still come your way. And it can be really big too. It can be $100,000 that can come your way. But if you've never manifested before using a check method, I highly recommend starting with something smaller and just seeing where it comes. You can start with $500. You can start with $1,000. And once you really, the art of writing that check is writing it down. And the second you write it down, you are giving your subconscious mind the acknowledgement that, hey, this check is coming to me and I'm ready for it to come to me. And that's why writing down affirmations is so powerful as well, because you're writing down to the universe, I am ready for this to happen. And you're really putting that intentional energy behind it, because I think when you sit quietly, you say them out loud, write them down, you're telling the universe that you truly are ready. But when you just read affirmations, you see them on my feed, I don't think that's as effective long term, because you're not necessarily putting your full true intention. You're not feeling the energy that would happen if you had all that money. So I will have links to those manifestation abundance checks. And if you guys use those checks, post it on your story, send me a message, post it on your Instagram profile, be open about it. Like, it's okay to be ready to receive money. Don't hide it. Don't be like, this is only for me. I do understand that you have to be humble. I do understand society kind of hushes down, talks about money, and that's okay. I completely respect that. But if you really have a personal following and you have true friends on your Instagram or your Facebook, feel free to share that. And if that's what you don't feel comfortable with, share it in the Facebook group. My Facebook group is Affirmation Addicts with an S at the end. So if you either go to the link in my Instagram bio on my website or just type in Affirmation Addicts in Facebook, you will be able to join that group. And for sure, if you do this manifestation check, please post it in there so you can, all of the people in that group are supporters, and they are high vibe people who love manifestation, are working towards affirmations. So let yourself create that community and post what you're ready to manifest. And I will post my check as well. I wrote myself one a couple months ago. So I will post my check that I'm working on as well. And give yourself, like, be confident, be open about it, let it flow. You do not have to hush or hide your money manifestation, because you're doing it for good. So be comfortable with it. And if you guys have any more questions about it, as always, send me a message, email me, anything. I'm super responsive on every platform that I'm on. And lastly, I haven't talked about this on my podcast, but what I'm working towards is making or creating custom affirmation sessions, because so many of you guys, and it makes me so happy that so many of you guys are trying to create affirmations for yourself. So I know I can teach you how to create them, but I do understand that when you're first starting out, it's tough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have personal affirmation sessions where you guys can talk to me for a little bit. We'll see what you need, and we will create affirmations for you based on your situations. And I've done that with some people and have seen results literally within a week. Like, one of the girls I was talking to, she needed a job. She needed to change her job within a week, and she got a job interview and changed her job within that week and got the best job. And now she's working on getting a raise for that job. And so it's really beautiful what happens when you really open yourself up to the idea of making your affirmations work and you're confident that your affirmations can work. So I will be starting personal affirmation sessions soon. Stay on the lookout on my Instagram and my website, and it will be a paid service. But once again, money is an energy, and so by me giving you my time and my knowledge, you're giving me a little bit of your energy as a thank you. It won't be anything crazy. I will be very respectful of time and money, but it will be a paid service. It'll be my first actual paid service that I'm launching. So I'm really, really excited to share that with you guys, because that will mean a lot to me. Your support will mean a lot to me, as well as just your encouragement. Even if you don't participate in the paid session, just the support you guys have given me is amazing. So just thank you for every single person. If you're listening to this podcast, or you're following me on Instagram, or you liked one of my posts, just thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of my mission and being a part of my journey. And thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. So I really, really hope you enjoyed this podcast. And if you did, leave me a comment, subscribe to my podcast, send me a message, send me a screenshot that you liked this podcast on your story. Anything helping spread the word, helping spread the love is just going to help me help more of you. And together, I really think we can just change the general mindset of the world around money, relationships, and life in general. So just thank you, and I'm just so pumped today. I'm so excited to just get to work and create more stuff for you guys. So thank you. I love each and every one of you guys, and I hope you have an awesome day. Sending you my love, and have a happy Tuesday, you guys. Mwah. Bye-bye. That's all I have for you guys, and I just want to say thank you again for spending some time with me. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, head over to my social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or go to my website if you want to subscribe to my email list, which is affirmation-addict.com. I cannot wait to hear from you guys, and I will talk to you guys super soon. Have a good one, you guys. Bye!